You want to show people what we're doing?
What are we doing?
What we're working on. Yeah.
Oh.
Camera's on.
Yeah. Well, we're working on Gene's. If you remember on a couple videos, we're working on Gene's 41 Ford fenders. You can see we're stripping down the bare metal. You can see somebody back in the day has brazed a patch over top, and I know it's over top because if I flip it up like this, you can see there's the original lip, and they just went right over top. They didn't even bother to braze it there. And of course, this piece that you're seeing here is a back brace. It's factory on these vehicles. This is why they rot here. The fender, as you can see, is very flimsy here. So they have a back brace. It's actually, what it basically is two pieces of metal sandwiched together. The shit gets in there, it rusts out. So back in the day, like I say, nobody thought anything of these old cars. They just grab a piece of metal, bang in the old rusted piece, and braze a new piece over top, and bondo it up, and away you go, because nobody thought these cars were going to be worth any money. So that's what we're doing here. We're cutting that off, get that cut off. I'll see what's in behind there. I'll cut it off properly, and I'll put a new piece on.
Do you want to close the door so we don't have to listen to Dr. Dave?
Yeah. Anyway, you can see we got Jake. If you're out there watching, here's your car. You guys haven't seen Jake's Monte Carlo in quite a while. Now you remember we had texture sprayed underneath after we did all the new floor pans. Well, we went ahead and we shot it with our shiny black over top of the texture spray. Jake wasn't concerned about paint. Well, actually, I shouldn't say this. Jake's car is going to go shiny black, so the underneath is going to match the outside. But yeah, so we did the black over that, and I'll come around here. We can come around to the front. I don't know if we can see her at the hoist. I think we're okay here. You can see we got all the firewall painted. Now there's not much of the firewall that shows on this car because this all in here is hidden with a heater. You got your steering coming out of here, wipers up here. All you're basically going to see is that one center section. But we got all that painted because what's going to happen here is Jake's car is going to be going back on the frame here tomorrow. So we'll go outside and we'll take a look at Jake's frame. Lisa's working away over there. That's the other half of Gene's fender. She's stripping that down to bare metal. Now luckily Gene was lucky. The top half of his fenders don't have any rust, but they got a few dents here and there. So we'll come outside. We'll see what's... Nice wet rainy day.
Don't mind the smart car.
Yeah, that's Dr. Dave for you. All you guys out there say Dave's a legend, he drives a smart car. How much of a fucking legend can you be driving that? Anyway, here we go. Here's Jake's frame. We've ran the gas lines are sitting here waiting to hook up. Brake lines are ran. Everything is done. Jake's frame's been powder coated. Like we showed you in the one video, the Hotchkiss suspension in the back. We're still waiting on the sway bar. Front and rear sway bars are waiting on. And yes, there is no coil springs in here, only because we need the weight of the car now to actually go on here to hold the coils in. They do sit in place, but they kind of wobble around, and we don't want to leave them on there and let somebody get smacked in the head if they fall out.
Or chip up the frame.
Yeah. So that's it. So the frame's all done, ready to go.
Ooh, ah.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, Jake. You should be happy with that. I mean, it's a little dusty. We'll wipe it all down. I mean, you can never help dust, right? You could be covering up with plastic and all that kind of stuff, but it's sitting outside here, and I don't like covering stuff up outside, even if it's undercover. I believe stuff sweats. I'd sooner just leave it out in the natural elements of it on its own.
Oh, people want to know what's going on with your 58.
I'm going to be putting the motor and tranny in it actually probably, I don't know if this weekend, but next weekend for sure. So I'll be doing a how-to on that. And then we're going to be getting onto the body again. Basically, it's just the body left and then bolted on the frame. And the frame is sitting right next to it. I mean, it's still over there. So we haven't forgotten, people. I mean, you can see the dust on this thing. It's been so long since you guys have seen it. Look at the dust. But, like I say, look at that. It all wipes off. Everything wipes off and cleans up. So we'll give it a good wash and clean it up. And yes, there's my chop top shoe box that I started years ago, and it hasn't gotten anywhere since. So anyway, we'll come show you what the latest project is. This was just a quick job. We basically did a tune-up, went through the brakes, fixed a few things. It wasn't nothing special. Huh. If Rich you're watching, yeah, that's right, Rich. It's nothing special. Anyway, no. So it's a 75 Dart. If you guys, for my subscribers that have been following me for quite a while, if you remember Rich, he had the 60 Chev pickup that we did the disc brake conversion kit on. It was a maroon pickup. This is his son's car. And I believe he said they brought it up from the States. And actually it's in very good shape. It looks awesome. It's had one repaint in its life, but it's a it's a solid car. So his son took it in. I think he said to Midas Muffler a few years back, and they put disc brakes all the way around it. And his son drives it in the summertime. It's a cool car, and that's a hell of a lot better than driving a smart car. That's for sure. Anyway, so
you know, Dr. Dave's gonna watch this video and know that you're bad mouthing him.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because the weekend's here, so I won't have to see him till Tuesday. And Dave's so old he'll forget by Tuesday. Anyway. So he had the motor. Apparently, it's a 318 motor. He had it all rebuilt at a local machine shop out here, Fortin's, and that was around I think 4 or 5 years ago too. So like I say, it just came in for a tune-up. Check a few things out. Nothing major. He was excited to bring it to us because his dad brings his stuff here, and actually it was his dad, Rich, that brought the car over. And if you're out there watching, your dad was trying to do smoke shows in the car and a whole bunch of shit.
Oh, you can't lie about that because he brings us donuts.
He does bring us donuts. He never brings the ones I like, though. But anyway, that's besides the point.
Now you're getting picky with people bringing you donuts?
That's right. If you're going to bring me something I like.
Wow.
Anyway, so let's, I don't have the key in it, but we'll give you a listen to his nice horn.
I think there's a few notes off.
Yeah, well, his dad's a few notes off, too, so he probably installed it for him.
Is that like a homemade?
Oh,
see?
Oh,
He knows.
See, Dave came out because he hold the... Dave, what do you think of the horn?
Except it's out of tune.
It's out
It
of
is
tune.
out of tune. It's
Much
like a homemade horn.
Much like Rich, though. You know Rich, it's out of tune like him. But we can't insult him too much because he brings his donuts.
I love him for that.
Yeah, but he doesn't bring any I like.
Yeah, except you eat
care.
5 in a day.
Yeah, Dave eats... He
Yeah.
brings us a 12-pack and Dave eats 5, seriously.
And that's in one sitting.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, and
that's
then you have to
usually-
get Tums.
That's how I keep my slim physique.
Give us the pose. Not that pose. No, the other pose. You know the pose. No, not that one either. This, you know, your guy. Come on. There we go, Dr. Dave.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Hot flush.
Anyway, that's what's going on there. We'll come in and we'll take a quick look at what Dave's been working on. As you all know, Dave's been working on a 67 VW van. See what he's up. And he's working on Gene's fenders.
And I'm painting firewall.
And he's doing lots. So there's the lower half of Gene's fender. That's like the other half you just saw where I was cutting out of. You can see there's the lower half. You can sort of see, I'm going to mess it up on Dave. You can see him behind there where there's the second piece of metal that's like a support brace. And of course the front piece you can't see because Dave's done the body work there. He's done a fine job.
As usual, I may add.
As usual. Now I fucked
Oh
it
yeah,
up.
I just ruined everything for me.
Sit, boo-boo.
Just when I'm going home this evening.
It could fall.
You're going home this evening?
This evening, Harry. Works
Or afternoon, whatever.
Oy vey.
And there's the van he's working on, 67 bug van. It's getting there. It's pretty close. It's going to be going off for here for paint soon. So probably next week.
Oh, excuse me. I got a text message.
Are you gonna let him do that? Like even on camera? Look it.
Yeah, look at this.
This is what we pay Dave to do.
This is Dave texting.
Who are you texting, Dave?
My wife.
What's going on in that phone?
It reminds me every minute that I got a message.
Oh.
Just so I don't miss one on company time.
Yes.
Oh.
Luckily, Dave gets away with it.
How
But we-
does he?
I don't know how he does. Maybe because
Because
I
even
like
when
him.
I'm on the phone and I'm putting stuff on Instagram for everybody, you're like, what are you doing?
I am like that.
Yeah, so how come Dave gets away with it and I don't?
Well, I don't know.
Double standard.
Yeah. Because honestly, I think texting should not be allowed in the workforce, but I allow it with Dave.
Yeah.
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 Anyway, that's what's going on here. So what else? I think that's about it. Yeah, that is about it. We're getting the heater assembly all ready to put back in Jake's car underneath the dash. It's quite a big unit there, quite a few pieces. And that's about it. So don't know what else to tell you. Lorco's here delivering parts, so I got to go now. So remember, it's always a good time at old time.
Firewall.
And we'll see
Yes,
you
we
next
did.
time.